morning and welcome back to Wavra Farms. We're standing in this new area that we are developing. The last time you saw it, we had started collecting some of the big cattle troughs and getting them set up. So today I thought I would just walk you through and talk about some of the things we're gonna grow. We're not gonna plant everything because it'd be way too long of a video, but my mission with this little garden is just to see how much food I can provide my family with in a small space without having to go to the grocery store. So we are the end of July, so we're getting a bunch of this stuff planted. So we'll check back kind of throughout the winter months and see how things are doing, but it'll give us something to talk about, and it'll be kind of fun to do some harvesting. So as I told you in the previous video, this used to be a little pasture where we'd have cow-calf pairs, and we did some bottle feeding. I don't have any cows currently, so we're changing it into our garden space. So I did leave some of this fencing in because it's already established fencing, and it just makes sense to be able to grow some vines up the fencing. So I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I thought, let's give it a try. I'm only out a couple packets of seed, and seed right now is on sale at a lot of places. So I'm actually going to do like some snap peas. And so I thought I'd put some of those on the fence. I picked up some pole beans. And like, these are saying like 63 days. So if I can get some beans off them, they're gonna be ready to go like the middle of October. I also did some snow peas. I thought, let's give those a go. So on my peas, I'm gonna soak those overnight or just even for a few hours to kind of get them to take off, swell up, and that's going to speed up some of my planting. So I'm going to let grow on this fence the peas, some beans, and some more peas. And then down a little farther, kind of where Steven's standing after the break, in this other spot, then I'm gonna try some sweet peas down there. I grabbed a couple of little packets of them, and I thought, why the heck not? So what we have done is we put some compost in the bottom of these troughs because they are quite large. And so we did that, and then we went and we top dressed everybody with the raised bed mix. So they are full, about halfway full with the Espoma raised bed mix. And we've got some cold weather crops to put in these. I'm gonna hand these off. And so what we want to do is, I've got some Biotone starter fertilizer. Even though it's fall, we wanna give these veggie crops a great little boost and get them going. And so basically, you know, I love the Espoma because of the Velcro seal. And it's just really nice that, you know, it stays in. So on this trough right here, remember I've been collecting some troughs. I'm going to actually stick in some golden acres, so some green cabbage. I'm going to put green cabbage down this side. And then I had some strawberries that I've been saving. And so I'm actually going to plant strawberries down this side. And then next year when the cabbage is gone, I will put some more strawberries or run some runners to the other side, and actually this will become a full bed of strawberries. So that will work out quite well. So really on my Biotone, I'm just gonna sprinkle. I mean, I don't need a whole lot, and then when I plant, it's gonna get worked into the soil. So it's just gonna get worked into the top a little bit. So Andrew can come and he can start working on this bed right here. He's just gonna take the cabbage, he's gonna do a row of cabbage down the side, and then he's gonna put a row of strawberries here. Steven is in the back. He's still filling some smaller troughs. We'll get back there in a minute and see some of those. But let's just talk about what we're gonna put in some of these tubs. So I told you about my fence plan for the trellising. And this one here, we're gonna put some Marshall red romaine lettuce. I'll run a row down one side, and on the other side, we're gonna put some radicchio, and put it on that side. Now the radicchio is actually an overwintering crop, so we plan to eat that almost all winter long. The way I have the bed set up is so I can run a hose through here. I also plan on picking up some thin PVC pipe and putting some row covers over the top of these. And I think the larger office supply clamps for like papers, I think I'll be able to clamp right here to the top of these troughs and get them to stay on if I put some PVC in. So we'll do that a little later in the season. Here we have some Bauer lettuce, which is an oak leaf lettuce. This will be super exciting to try. I did a Leonardo radicchio in the back bed. I've never grown Brussels sprouts, but I thought this would kind of be fun to try. Some Brussels sprouts and some pak choi. And it's kind of one of those things that as I take out the pak choi, the Brussels sprouts will have more room to grow. So if it works, great. If not, I'm not out a whole lot of money in veggie starts. If we step back this way, I did pull a fun celery. This is actually called peppermint stick. I think he'll just be fun to have something weird to take for Thanksgiving. I mean, how fun is that going to be for all the cousins and the little kids? I also grabbed some celery leaf, and this is another one of those continuous harvest. So I think this will be another fun one to try. So we'll put both of those in the same bed. In this bed here, we've got some chicory that we're going to try. Now this is another one of those overwintering vegetables. Kind of fun, so I can harvest that. And then we're going to also put a lettuce in here. So this is just a wild garden lettuce variety. So it's just got some great colors, and it just looks like it'll be kind of a fun mix. This bed here is going to be some cauliflower and some broccoli. And so the broccoli is actually going to be overwintering because they are both sprouting. That will be fun. Now, I love the look of cabbage. So we're going to stick some nice big red heads of cabbage in this bed here. And I think it'll just be a lot of fun. And so we will just kind of go around the outside with 5 of them and put one of these right smack in the middle. And actually Andrew can come work on this bed here. So he can grab his biotone, and super easy. I think one red cabbage in the middle and 5 spaced evenly around the outside, kind of about like so. That will be a lot of fun. Back here, Steven's still doing a little soil prep for me. In this bed here, I've got some red beets, and I'm gonna do some kale. I'm kind of running out of troughs until I find some more, so this was just kind of a good start. Now, I also grabbed some carrots. I managed to find some little carrot starts, and so I thought those would be fun to stick in here. And then I know it's crazy as heck, but I wanted to try them. I did find some cucumber plants. And so this is actually a new cucumber for next year called Thumb Sweet. It's a Persian cucumber. And so we were given this by one of our suppliers, Log House, to try it out and see kind of what we think of it. And so I think it's going to be a really nice little cucumber. We're going to see if we can get some on it before it freezes. But the plan then is the cucumber's not going to stay past the first frost. And I don't think I'll be able to keep it. And so I might start some lettuce in some seed trays and then put some lettuce in here. And like I said, put the frost cloth cover over the top of it. Now, these totes here, Stephen, can you grab me that package over there on the ground? Like I said, we used to have a cattle farm as well. So we've got lots of these big totes around. These are what like the minerals come in for the cows. And my plan was to stick, and it might still be if I get a few more, to stick a raspberry plant in each one, stick a blueberry in each one, because with raspberries, like the fall gold, gets 6 or 8 feet tall. So this way, if it's in a tote like this, I should be able still to reach the top if it gets 6 foot tall. And so it's just a little bit lower, and that way then the runners of my raspberry, they're not gonna go into the ground. So it's very contained. However, until I'm ready for that stage, I found some soft neck garlic seeds yesterday at our local Wilco. And so this will be super fun. We'll do a little video on planting garlic, but if you can find any garlic, now is the time to pick it up so that you can plant it for future. So like I said, these will plant some of the totes. The totes will be easy to move. So when they're ready to harvest, I can move the totes out of here or do whatever I kind of need to do. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Like I said, it's family gardening morning. It's all good things here at Wavre. So, thanks so much for watching. We'll give you an update a little bit later in the season as to how things are going. And this might be like an every 2-week update. We'll see how that goes. But take care and happy gardening.